Episode 13, The Queen's Gift. Plurng followed Anchali into the Queen's former bedchamber and was stunned by what he saw. Outside was ruin, but this room seemed frozen in time. Though a thick layer of dust covered everything, most of the furniture was still in its original place. An ornate four-poster bed, decaying with age, a dressing table with a large tarnished mirror that barely reflected an image, and a wooden chest for a traditional musical instrument in the corner. A faint scent of jasmine and sandalwood still lingered in the air, the phantom fragrance of a woman remaining long after 100 years had passed. There on the dressing table, resting on a frayed silk cushion, lay a golden hairpin. It was adorned with 9 precious gems that glittered even in the low light. The 9-gem hairpin. It did not radiate fearsome power like the other artifacts, but instead shone with a soft, warm light, imbued with a profound sadness. Plurng slowly stepped forward, intending to take the third artifact. But suddenly, a translucent form, more regal and solid than the spirits of the ladies-in-waiting, materialized before the mirror, the spirit of the long-dead queen, the owner of the hairpin. She showed no hostility, but instead gazed at Plurng with eyes full of compassion, and her question echoed directly in his mind. "For what purpose do you seek my treasure? For power? For glory? Or for vengeance?" The question pierced Plurng to his core. He had not yet answered, but his mind, so focused on revenge, projected his intent for the spirit to see, images of fire, of blood, of the death he wished upon his enemies. The instant Plurng's vengeful spirit was revealed, the Queen's spirit reacted with an expression of profound agony. A wave of her own great grief washed over Plurng with tremendous force. The heartbreak of losing her kingdom, the pain of separation, the loneliness at the moment of her last breath. It was a suffering far older and deeper than his own anger. He staggered back, his chest tight, unable to withstand the weight of her agony. Seeing Plurng falter, Anchali stepped forward once more. She didn't answer the Queen's question with words. Instead, she met the spirit's sorrowful gaze, and the single tear rolled slowly down her cheek. In that one tear, a silent communication seemed to pass between the two women from 2 different eras, an understanding of destiny, of a woman's pain, a connection woven by an invisible thread. The Queen's spirit looked at Anchali, her expression visibly softening. She gave a sad yet beautiful smile before slowly nodding her head in acceptance. It was not a surrender, but a bestowal. The Queen's spirit slowly faded, leaving behind only a lingering sense of lament and a faint fragrance. All the pressure in the room vanished. Anchali walked to the dressing table. She gently picked up the 9-gem hairpin. In the instant it was in her hand, a warm light radiated from it, bathing her in its glow and making her look as beautiful as a goddess. She didn't feel a surge of power as Plurng had, but rather a sense of peace, mental clarity, and the immense sadness passed on from its original owner. Plurng watched the entire exchange, completely sidelined. He was not the conqueror of this artifact. Anchali was the one who had received it. As Anchali turned back to him holding the glowing hairpin, their eyes met again. But this time, the dynamic between them had fundamentally and permanently shifted. Plurng realized he was no longer just the protagonist of his own tale of revenge. He was now part of a story far grander and more complex, Anchali's story, of which he still knew nothing.